Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mail. Anyway, so the last time we did Mail was Christmas time.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time that we did it, I was like, there's not a whole lot of Christmas cards that came. We normally get like a few more than that. But that's because we did the Mail video like right in the middle of the month.
Yes.
And so in this video, we're actually starting off with Christmas cards. So this is basically like first quarter 2026. This covers January, February, and March. And there are some various Christmas cards that we also got from folks. And we also got the ability to put some photos, some pictures of
Some
pets.
faces to names.
Faces to names for pets that are talked about on stream. You may recall hearing about Brando and Grinch and Seuss if you've watched enough streams. And I also wanted to give just a quick shout out to someone who sent in a very heavy, honestly one of the heaviest letters we've ever had. Just someone's going through a lot. So shout out to Queen of Darkness, who just has had a rough few years, and I really hope things look up for them, and certainly good vibes. We have got a pretty short mail video for you. Not a whole lot of stuff has come in the past few months. We've also been very, very busy with things, and
Moving, unpacking.
yeah, it's getting there though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting there. Things are happening, and by the time the next mail video happens, this will be slightly different. It's already happening, just slightly off screen right now. Anyway, we got a few packages here. The first package is coming from Carrie in Algonquin, Illinois, and I'm going to be reading these roughly in order from when they came in. So this is like near the end of December, and then I think the next package is from January. So inside is this incredibly cute little letter.
It's so cute.
It's got a little kitty on it, and also the leather has a little robot on it that looks very much...
Oh, and there's a bunny. Here you go.
Like, I know that this isn't Earthbound related, but the robot is very Earthbound coded to me. Anyway, let's look at this, and it says... Happy holidays, Stephen and Mal. Wishing you both all the best in this coming year. It's been a long time since I've been able to contribute to the game collection, but being in Japan felt like the perfect opportunity to see if I saw anything still missing. While I'm fairly certain I last heard that Stephen was working on the Japan exclusive GCNs, hopefully a POW exclusive is a suitable sub. And while I wait for Mal's video game collection spreadsheet to drop, hopefully something hand-knit will suffice instead. Thank you both for all that you do. From Carrie, aka Charlotte Dante. Well, thank you. And actually, before I even look at whatever this is, POW exclusive games is something that I am interested in getting. It's just we've been to Japan multiple times, and we've been to Europe less.
Twice.
Twice. And I don't think I was really video game hunting either time. So what have you got there? Something hand knit. Also, I do always enjoy opening Christmas stuff a little later because it's like, oh, a little present in March.
Blend of wool, cashmere, and nylon, care recommendation, hand wash, cool, lay flat to dry, enjoy. Oh, they're so cute.
They almost match what
almost.
You're wearing. Yeah,
they're a little
close.
cooler of a purple.
Yeah. It's very Mallory coded.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. Thank you. That was kind.
Yeah, thank you. And I actually have a really good soap for this that Lunar Pearl recommended.
Oh, for washing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I should have assumed that they make specialty things for that sort of stuff. And in here...
Doshin the Giant.
It's Kyojin no Doshin. That's the name. It's Kyojin no Doshin. You got it.
I got it.
Yeah. Doshin the Giant is a game that is technically in English because it did come out in European territories. I have wondered if Nintendo is going to make the decision to bring it to NSO. It may already be on Japanese NSO, maybe not, I don't know. But I feel like it would be a good opportunity to finally do something with it. This is an IP that Nintendo owns, that they've never done anything else with. It's a God sim, where you're Doshin the Giant and your villagers are like, please help us, God. And you're like, okay, here's
So is it like that
pears.
episode of Futurama where Bender has like a village living on him? And he's out in space. And
Honestly, yes.
The line is, if you do everything right, people won't think you've done anything at all. Honestly,
yes. It is kind of that.
Whenever you've talked about that game, that's what comes to mind.
Yeah. Also, this is a special copy of some sort, because this is a...
no resale?
I think. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the Japanese library to know all of the little intricacies like I do the North American library, but I think this might be a special copy. I'll have to look into it more. Anyway, Carrie, thank you. Appreciate that. Next up, we have a package from... It's from Swift. I know it's from... I know the name, so I know it's from Swift. And right on top, Stephen and Mallory, that's our names.
Look at this nice handwriting.
Yeah, that's the all caps way of writing. It's also how I write.
Here you go.
Only caps, because why have two versions of letters? Dear Stephen and Mal, hey bosses, your friendly not from your neighborhood editor Swift here. It's actually my first time sending in anything, so here's hoping it all arrives safely. Enclosed you will find gifts for the two of you from my recent trips to Universal Studios in Florida, including Nintendo Land in the new Epic Universe Park, and MagFest. Being able to represent Stephen Core, as I call it, at MAG for the second time was truly incredible, and between Game Court, Throne Controllers, and the community meetup, I had an absolute blast. A special shout out to the Slick Duke, who put up with me and my nonsense for a second year, and continues to prove just what an amazing friend and person he is. I count myself blessed every day that I have known him. Now on to the gifts. First, open up the Universal Studios merch. Universal Studios merch. That's not it. Universal Studios merch. It says open and then return here. Okay, so we'll open it up. It's Peach. I know her.
Personally?
We met once at a party.
Was I there?
No, it was for Maker Studios.
You know him well.
He's finally back to kick some tail. He has a gun that's been retconned, but we remember that he has a gun.
We have Toadette.
That's cute. Toadette's a great character that I always forget exists until I see her again.
And then we have Luigi.
Oh my god, little stubby, kind of fat Luigi. Look at this little dude. I love him. Here, man, let me just... when he gets
He's
squeezed...
a little overstuffed.
Yeah, he is. This is Luigi after the holidays. I relate, buddy. It says, cool, huh? Toadette and Peach are obviously for you, Mao, as you have played both characters in plenty of Mario Kart and Mario Party videos. Plus, your Peach voice is amusing and terrifying.
Thank you.
Luigi and Donkey Kong are for you, Steven. Same reasons as above, though Donkey Kong is more so for your incredible love for the Donkey Kong Country series. And of course, Bonanza. I do love Donkey Kong Country, and it is time for them to make another one. And they should.
That would be nice.
They should. They should remember. I have a gun. Vague monkey threats. Now we can move on to the MagFest gifts, which that's all padding. It's very well padded. Is this? Do you want these?
I do want those.
The those? You can have the those. Just don't cut your finger.
When have I ever done that?
I'm just watching you cut this in a somewhat crazed manner. At any point, you could have just slipped. Kind of you to hand them to me handle first. Oh my god, also a Samus gun. A soft Samus gun.
This is MagFest merch.
And what is inside that?
MagFest merch.
Oh, probably, yes. Is it a burrito?
No.
Oh.
It's Jeff. And Pooh.
They almost fit together. Like Pangea.
That's what came to mind?
Yes. My mind works in mysterious ways, Mallory. This is very, very cute and reminiscent of the...
Mr. Saturn's?
The Mr. Saturn's.
Uh-huh.
It says, aren't these just so creative? This comes from a booth that has appeared at both MAG 2025 and 2026, and of course I had to pick up the Earthbound figures for you. And depending on whether or not you have already opened up the gifts that Slick Duke has sent to you, assuming everything went smoothly for him, you might just find yourself with a whole set. Oh, that's a bit of a spoiler. It is the next package. But hey, spoilers are fun. Thank you both for all that you do for every corner of the community. It's been a thrill to be a part of the organization for over a year now, and I look forward to the day when the three of us can finally meet in person, whether at an event or just passing through. Cheers to the two of you, and wishing you the best of health from Swift. It was very sweet.
Thank you, Swift.
Thank you, Swift, for not only these gifts and thinking of us when you were on vacation, but also for the incredible work that you do every single week. I know people have been really enjoying the stream moments, and it gets people thinking about the streams again, which we love because we want them to come watch the streams.
Being a member of the community.
Yeah, the community aspect is something that's always been, terribly important to me because, and I've talked about it before, but growing up on the internet and having a community that meant a lot to me was important, and being able to provide that for other people has been, amazing. So, thank you for not only contributing to the community, but also just being part. And thanks for just giving us a heads up of what we're going to find in the next box. This may not come as a shock, but the next package is from the Slick Duke in St. Louis, Missouri. Ooh, free snake. It's lovely, but I fancy myself in autumn. I love throwing things that I'll have to deal with later. Let's see here. Stephen Amau. I can't believe it's already been a year since I last sent something in. Time flies. So to start off, congrats to the both of you on purchasing a house. I know that time of your life was stressful, but it seemed like you ended up with a spectacular home. As a fellow homeowner, I welcome you to the club and the many joys and sorrows that come with it. So far, not too many sorrows.
No.
The day will come. The day will come! I attended MagFest again this year, and I think I enjoyed it even more than last year. For example, I went to a panel in which they taught us how to play a recorder. It was madness in all the right ways, and Swift can attest to this. I also loved being able to meet people within the community, some I met last year and some new faces this year. They were all delightful, and I hope I'm able to attend again next year so I can hang out with them again. Now, to the items in the package. The first are perler bead art of Ness and Paula. I predicted this. I knew in my heart that was coming. I think they're in here. Are they in here? They're in here. They're in here. You want to open those?
Yes.
Call the hunch. Is it Ness and Paula?
I don't know yet.
Survey says.
Well, here's Paula.
There's Paula.
They fit together like Pangea.
No, they actually don't. They don't. They.
Here, grab the other two.
The other ones really Pangea'd together. These ones did not Pangea as well. Here we go. Sorry. The famous Earthbound song. I think I was doing the Mario Party Look Away song.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was not the song. Okay, these are made by the same vendor, and I'm glad I was able to pick them up. In addition, I sent you some other 3 pins that I picked up at MagFest. They are from the same vendor as the Earthbound pins I sent last year. Oh, ooh. Oh, look at those. Those are cute. I love the art style, and I hope you both love them too. Oh my god, it's Kumatora and Duster with the rope snake. These are really good too. I'm very impressed. It's Lucas with the sunflower. And here is
Boney and the Masked
Boney.
Man.
And a different character that you can experience if you play the game yourself. Everyone should play Mother 3. When I'm president, it'll be required by law. There are also a couple games that I decided to include in the package. The first one is Rebel Princess. Rebel Princess. I'll hand that to you. Essentially, it is the game of hearts with a bit of a twist. Each round has a different rule, and everyone has a different princess power they can activate that can change how a trick is played. I thought of this game when Mal was describing card games a few months prior. That sounds like something...
This sounds like a game I will like, because
Yeah.
I like hearts a lot.
Yeah, when you wrote how a trick is played, my brain had to go to a deep place of like, oh yes, it's called tricks.
With card games?
A thing I've heard you say at some point.
I had a set of cards, and I think they're downstairs, like playing cards,
Yeah.
that are big. You know my big set of cards? They're like yay big.
Oh, no, I don't think.
Anyway, each suit has like a different theme, and it kind of reminds me of this. So that's
Yeah.
poking at a memory in my brain.
Anyway, this seems like something you will be good at, based on vibes, honestly. The other game is Things in Rings. Oh, this is Seussian. Let's see. I love the art style on the cards because it reminds me of Dr. Seuss. To briefly explain, you are trying to get rid of all your cards by playing them in the rings. The catch is that each ring follows a rule known by no one except the rule master. They help facilitate where cards go and the rules are followed. You could win the game by not figuring out what any of the rules are. Plus, some of the rules are subjective for the rule master to judge, and that could cause some discussions to be had afterwards. I honestly think both games are fun and maybe something that could be played on a tabletop stream. Jesus, this reminds me exactly...
This looks fun.
That reminds me of that game you made me play when we had first met.
Mao?
Yeah. Yeah, I had...
5 card Mao, 1 card down. No talking starts now?
Yeah. I played that with you and your friends.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever visited you or something, and I had lost my mind in seconds because the rules were not explained.
They're not supposed to be.
Because they're not supposed to be, and like everyone is just doing their and I'm like, how do you know? Anyway, so that sounds fun.
So like there's like a Venn diagram of like same letter twice, moves found in a house.
Yeah.
So like bathtub fits for same letter twice and found in a house. Airplane moves
Okay.
and has the same letter twice.
It reminds me a little bit of, and it's not quite the same, but Flux, except but you don't know the rules.
Yeah.
Flux is more about the fact that the rules constantly change. As always, I'm wishing you both the best. You two have built a wonderful community in which people can not only come together and have fun, but they can also feel safe for them to be their true, authentic selves. It's a pleasure being a member, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. From Slick Duke. Also, P.S. Steven, please continue saying outrageous stuff. I'm always looking for content for my out-of-context videos. I don't know what you mean. I've never said anything outrageous in my life. I've also never gaslit anyone because that's not real. People can't be gaslit, nor can they be lied to, and I think no one's ever died. Yeah. Nothing outrageous at all. Also, good job with the out-of-context videos. I want to make sure I add that in. And if people aren't already subscribed to Slick Duke's channel, and Swift's too, because Swift posts stuff on his own, both of those channels are even more of our content that you can see. And Slick Dukes especially is really fantastic because it takes an entire week of streams and condenses it down into a very easy to digest thing. So if you want to catch up on an entire week of stuff, you can do that and get all of the outrageous things I say, which, you know,
Steven says.
I think that's subjective, personally. You've said an outrageous thing once or twice.
Maybe.
Allegedly. There's no evidence.
No.
Except for all of the evidence. Our last package of the first quarter 2026 mail video is from Calvin and Bick in San Francisco, California. But before I show you this, I think it's important that I actually show you something completely different, because we got a package from Calvin and Bick at the beginning of December, and that package was the package that they've sent us every year for like a long time, which is a, what's the word when you open it every day and it's Christmas time and it's in like a calendar.
Keep going.
Oh, please, you're gonna watch me flounder. It's a calendar and they put chocolate in it, but it's not chocolate this time. It
starts with an A. A-D.
Advart. Anyway, the Advart calendar that they send us every year, we opened that. And originally, my plan had been, I was going to show footage of that in the December Extras video. And then the December Extras video actually just never came together because there wasn't a lot of other extras. So I've been sitting on this footage with the intention of eventually showing it in a mail video. So guess what? Now you get to see us receive that package. We recently did mail, and it's the first mail video that we've actually done in a while because a lot happened. We were told we had to move, and then we were gonna buy that house, and then we didn't buy that house, and we bought this house, and then we moved here, and then we went to Japan. There's been a lot going on. So we finally finished doing mail, and we, you know, finished that video, and then Mal was like, we're missing something. And I was like, we're missing something? And she's like, yeah. She said, we're supposed to have a package from Calvin and Bick. But we had checked mail. We had been very consistent about checking mail over the last few months, and we didn't get it. So then we went to the post office and we were like, hey, we're supposed to have this package because we had the tracking for it.
The informed delivery.
The informed delivery, that was it. And they were like, and then they went to the back and they just got it. And that's fine. It's not good. It's not a good thing because the point of the post office is to receive the mail. Like, that's the thing. That's the whole thing they do, is like they get a mail and they give it to you. And if they don't do that second part, that's kind of the important thing. That's the part that anyway, related, that is why we initially, I don't know if you remember this now, that's why we initially changed post offices, because we actually had a different post office in Raleigh, and they were so bad at getting us mail that we knew was there, that there were multiple times where we went to pick up a package and it wasn't there, and I had to be like, it says it's here, and they go, oh, okay, and then they brought out a package that wasn't even the package I said. It was a different package that had also arrived that they didn't tell us about. So that happened enough that we switched post offices, and this new post office has been great, but it did happen. Anyway, we got it, so I'm including it in the extras video because it wasn't in the mail video. But the letter says, Dear Stephen and Mal, we know it's been a while since you've heard from us. Life has a way of sweeping us up, and these past few months have been no exception. Even so, one thing hasn't changed, our hope to continue the tradition that means so much to us, sending you an Advent box. This would be the 9th year in a row. No matter how busy or messy life gets, this tradition always brings us back to what matters. As always, we hope this year's box brings you laughter, joy, and a bit of light as we wrap up another turbulent year. Wishing you a warm and peaceful season ahead. As always, best wishes, Calvin, your stick-based dealer, and Bick, your Tetris doctor. Thank you both. So, we're a little ways into December now. Unfortunately, the post office didn't give us the thing that we needed. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna open number 1, and then we'll do another clip in extras when we get past Christmas that just does another little like, hey, we opened more stuff. But I'm gonna open up this first thing. And I'm sure one is probably for me and one is probably for you, Mal.
Maybe.
But I'm gonna just open this one because it doesn't have a name on it, so.
The 25th ones have an initial on it.
Okay. So this. Oh, look at that. A tea advent calendar. 24 days of delicious tea moments. Herbal and green tea sachets. Oh, that sounds nice. Sounds very nice. Thank you. Excellent. Do you want to open this one?
Sure. Holiday coffee countdown.
Oh, cool. So it's, I mean, essentially.
Opens like a book.
Does it open like a book?
Oh, there's multiple ones of those. A book.
Oh, that's cute. So it's a coffee advent calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Caramel macchiato.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go put this by the Keurig for me.
based on the arrival of these, I think we're actually going to be celebrating. Well, I mean, we'll be getting through this stuff at an accelerated rate in December, but we'll be doing like the tea and the coffee in January because that's the month that we'll have. Anyway, thank you both. I'm sorry that the post office just didn't tell us that these things were here. They didn't put any sort of notice in our box, but we appreciate it. And I guess we'll just open like 3 or 4 things a day until we leave. Something like that. So that was us actually starting that, and then we went to Wisconsin with the intention of when we got back, we would open
The rest of it.
the rest of the stuff. And then we did, and we have a video for that too. So a little update to the stuff that Calvin and Bick got us. We just got home from our long Wisconsin journey, and we opened the last few things. So here is everything that we received from them this month, this mail package, year 9.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really cool stuff here. Again, y'all are very, very sweet. Thank you for thinking of us. These are already open because I ate a few of these before we left. I'm gonna continue to eat some of these. That's fine. So thanks again, we appreciate it. And hopefully next year, we'll get it when we're supposed to get it, and the Postal Service won't hide it from us. Don't know why they did that. All right, so now that that video is actually out, which makes me feel better because I've been sitting on that for like a while, and I kept thinking, what am I gonna do with this exactly? Because there is no December Extras video. Now we can open up this, which is a modern day box. It's a little tall. And there is a this. Here we go. Dear Stephen and Mal, oh boy, it's been a while since we have sent anything to you guys in an actual mail, not including our box vent calendar. Box vent. Advent! Box vark. Before we move on, how was it? On a side note, we got a puppy!
Puppy!
Her name is Yuki. Bundle of joy. The box was great, and now there's video of it, which is great. So now that's out there. So yes, this is a birthday box on a technicality, but we decided to scale down a little bit. So story on the gift, there was a pop-up shop in San Francisco that had this on sale, and it was actually a good price, so I snagged it and decided to send it to you. I did buy 3 games with it, but the seller also gave us a lot of games to go with it, and yes, I am sure he owned 2. One was a game used for sure, and this one was more collectors, and I figured this fits you. Happy early/belated, most likely belated by the time this is opened. Hope things have been great for both of you. Those were words. I'm not sure what any of them mean quite yet, but I guess I'll find out shortly. Best Witches from Calvin and Bick, stick-based dealer, and package Tetris Doctor. Calvin and Bick, thank you, first off, and I get to thank you properly for the box vent at this point. This is so tall. If this was water, it would be uncomfortable. Oh my God! Is this a Super Famicom? It's a Super Famicom. It's a Super Famicom. You can put Super Famicom games in here, and then they play. And
wow.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about video games. And the fun thing about these is that, at least if you live in the US, where our power mains are 60 hertz, it's the same power as Japan. So you can actually, and this is crazy, you can just buy systems from Japan and they just work.
I like that the
States.
buttons are these colors and not just purple.
Yeah, well, you know what? Those colors they also used in Europe.
Yeah.
In America, they were like,
No.
Purple. Well, they were trying to keep video games from being a kid's toy, which is why the Famicom is like red and colorful and the NES is like a gray box. They wanted it to be a part of like home entertainment, like a VCR. But I've always loved the colors of these way more. This is cool. Thank you. It goes without saying, but I obviously have never owned a Super Famicom. It's also wild that the box is there. That's particularly crazy.
You can put it up with your other boxes once you get all the boxes out.
Oh my god, there's so many things in here. Holy cow. Okay, wow. What a birthday this is. I got some new stuff to put on the shelf. So right off on top here, this is the Kirby's Air Rider amiibo. I don't know if you've seen these, but they're interchangeable. So they come with the figure and then also the Warp Star. Well, what are they called?
A vehicle.
A vehicle. And there's a few of them out. This is very, very cool. Thank you. I'm gonna hand that to you. There is also...
oh, cool.
It's a Lucky Cat.
I haven't seen that one.
Lucky Cat Lego, which is very, very cute.
I hope it has a secret in it. Sometimes they have secrets in the Legos.
Sometimes they do have
the
secrets
Lucky
in the
Bamboo
Legos.
one has secrets in it. The NES has secrets.
Yeah, it's true. And then there is a Super Nintendo copy of Yoshi's Cookie, which also conveniently, like, Calvin and Bick, whenever they send in games, the games are just boxed with the art, so they just go straight up on the shelf, which is convenient. And then the rest of the things in here go with the Super Famicom. So here is a Japanese copy of Kirby's Dream Course, a Japanese copy of Donkey Kong Country 3, which in Japan was called Super Donkey Kong, so Super Donkey Kong 3. There is also the original, so Super Donkey Kong. There is, I don't know what this is. It's, oh, can you read? You might be able to read.
Not enough.
It's a slot machine game. It's okay to just be like, I can't. Slot machine game.
I look at the kanji and my brain just goes.
Prime Goal? There's not a Super Nintendo game called Prime Goal. So if this game was released in America,
the name is probably very different.
The name has changed, which was pretty common for games of the era, and also still happens today. That's Super Go. Is that Go? That's not Go. Go is played with circles. Oh yeah, the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, this.
I read a manga about it. What's it called?
Only you could know.
It's Japanese chess.
NBA Bulls vs. Suns 94, which is a game. That is actually a game. It's also in the game. And last but not least, Derby Stallion 2. There are a lot of horse racing games. Sorry, thoroughbred simulation games in Japan, and this is no exception. I bought one of these. Yeah, this is convenient. I bought this like at limited run at some point. So this is Derby Stallion 64, and here's its younger cousin for the Super Famicom, Derby Stallion 2. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. If you like looking at horses, Derby Stallion's got you covered. Anyway, that was very sweet.
Now you have to look for SNES exclusives next time you go to Japan.
Oh, Super Famicom exclusives? Yeah, that's I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, that was always the thing of like, oh, one day.
One you finish.
I was thinking what I would do would be pick up N64 ones, because I've already finished the North American library. But I'm still trying to do GameCube. So I was like, oh, I was gonna do GameCube, then do N64, then do Super Famicom. This is very, very sweet. I appreciate this. A bunch of games that obviously I didn't own. I don't own. I think the only Super Famicom game I have, besides Mother 2, is like, I think someone sent in a copy of Link to the Past at some point. So this greatly expands the number of Super Famicom titles.
A few fold.
Yeah, a few fold. I always loved the, I think in general, the box art for Japanese games is better. Some of these are pretty similar, but I also really like the vertical
VCR size.
Yeah. I always preferred that. So, anyway. Thank you, Calvin and Vic. This is very, 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 very sweet, very special. And my birthday was just a few days ago, so it is actually pretty on time. And to everyone that sent in stuff, thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. We covered a little swath of time, but my goal was to not do a 6-month video. You
succeeded.
And I succeeded. I was aiming for like quarters, and I did it. So this is the first quarter. So we'll do another one of these in the summer. As always, if you have something you'd like to send in, the address and the do's and don'ts is in the description. Send something our way. Be happy to open it and see what you sent. And thanks for thinking of us, everybody. Like at Christmas time and for my birthday, is very sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes in next time. You know, next time. And like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, as a hypothetical, it's not impossible. The boxes could be enjoyed by critters. You know, so I'm just looking around. We got some boxes, and then there's no critters to enjoy the boxes. But I'm just saying, like, by the time we do the next mail video, it's not impossible that there could be critters around. Which means, for one, they'll enjoy boxes, and number two, it will be a rough mail video. It'll be rough. Rough streams, rough video, just everything's a little rough.
For like 2 years.
For like 2 years. And that's fine. I think that's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
People are cool with that. People are cool with streams pausing because a cat's doing who knows what. Thanks, everybody. See you next time for another mail video.